Arthur, what if I told you I was from another planet?
What the hell are those things?
Attention, people of Earth. I regret to inform you that in order to make way for the new hyperspace express route, your planet has been scheduled for demolition. Have a nice day.
Hang on, we're hitching a ride.
From the celebrated best-selling novel, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What is this thing?
It's the guide. It's got everything you need to know to survive in the universe.
Losing your planet isn't the end of the world.
Hey, man! What the hell are you doing here?
Arthur, this is FYS President of the Galaxy.
He shares 3 of the same mothers as me.
It's the beginning of an adventure unlike anything on Earth.
I've been stranded on a strange planet for a number of years. I've been avoiding you. You look great. You're doing well. You've grown.
The fate of the universe is in their hands.
Sorry, what exactly are we doing?
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't leave Earth without it.
Sir, Quad, what was that?
Alright, some key characters are J5 Evilbrox. He's the president. He's basically the reason the Earth got demolished. There's Hamakavala, which is the runner-up for president, and later on I'll talk about point of view then. Ford Prefect is the main character's best friend, and Arthur Dent is the main character, shown as kind of an idiot and kind of like a coward. So he doesn't really fit the basic roles of like a man in regular science fiction. Trillian, which is the main female character, she's shown as a smart, regular female qualities, and she's very smart and emotional. Basically, the story behind the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is their planet gets destroyed by the Vogon, which is like an alien race, and they're not very smart, but they just follow rules and do what they're told, I guess. But the 2 main characters hitch a ride with the Vogons, and they get picked up by Trillian and the President, which basically go around the galaxy and explore. And the President is basically looking for the question, or the answer to all questions, and he doesn't really get the answer that he wants because the computer just tells him that basically the Earth is a computer and like teaches the way of life, and it was created that way, I guess. But women's roles versus men's roles. Women in science fiction are usually belittled, weak, helpless, or ditzy, and in this film they don't really show. Like, they show the woman as kind of dependent on Arthur because it's kind of like a love story. But they also show her as strong. She ends up piloting the spaceship and does everything the guys wouldn't do. The men are usually tough, independent, smart, are very muscular, and again, Arthur doesn't really fit this stereotype because basically Trillian helps him do everything. In this clip, it shows the girl Trillian and Ford Prefect. It shows the point of view gun, and I'll talk more about it on YouTube.
Safer. Here. It's It's just like Hummer said. Now you can go eat your head back.
Hey, Floyd.
Hey.
It's been nice knowing you. Sorry for the fruit.
No.
Rocky, this is what's too.
Hey, man! You must really frustrated. You go through all you've gone through. You come all this way, you don't get an answer, which means no money. And no training, which you certainly
The point of view gun conveniently does precisely what its name suggests. That is, if you point it at someone and pull the trigger, they instantly see things from your point of view.
Give me that thing.
It was designed by Deep Thought, but commissioned by a consortium of intergalactic angry housewives, who, after countless arguments with their husbands, were sick to the teeth of ending those arguments with the phrase, "You just don't get it, do you?"
And you're right, I shouldn't be so upset because life goes on, you know, and I should just go on with it.
See him again.
Whoa. Hitchhiking's good. Towels are good, too. Hey, say what?
That is brilliant.
What's going on?
I can see why Hamakabulo would want one of these. Well, we better get back. Arthur's waiting.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, I do, especially since we're both somewhat of an endangered species now, thanks to you.
Why so edgy, baby doll? Relax.
Why so edgy? You want to know why I'm edgy?
Of course you're edgy. Your planet's been blown up and you've been tooling around the galaxy with the guy who signed the order. Huh? You actually wanted to know the question because you always wanted to know if there was more to life, and now you're crushed because you find out there really isn't. Fantastic. Psychedelic. You've got no home, no family, and you're stuck with me, another in a long line of men who doesn't really get you. Huh? It's not true. Listen. And you're worried you might have blown it with the one guy who really does. Hey, oops.
Alright, in that scene, I think it shows that Trillian kind of fits the stereotype a little bit more because she shows more emotion like towards the end of the scene. But the little cartoon that they showed about like the women always doing all the housework, I think that kind of showed like women's roles like maybe in the 19th century, and then when they showed her just fit the stereotype, it kind of just backs up what science fiction is usually about. Anti-utopias, in the Cambridge Science Fiction book, they said that it's classified as a utopian society that will show complete war. And I think that, you guys already saw this clip, but I think that this clip shows total war just because they didn't really have a choice to have their world blown up, and they just went through it. That's kind of like total war. For a utopia, the utopia is also said to be an imagined place or state of things which everything is perfect. And we're going to kind of skip through this. Right now he's on, this guy's kind of like portrayed as kind of like a god, but he's on like an elevator. He's going to get a tour of what he really does.
This is a backup. Mark II.
So you may be
Not near London, but I did my part. I've heard of a place, I think it's called Norway. That was one of mine. I got an award for it. They've nearly finished the ocean. Yeah, but then it intrusions into our national paranoia. It's all there. You know, it all works. Welcome home.
So that kind of like shows you how a utopia might be, like if we were able to actually create one. And there was another part, and like all the reason that he got separated from Trillian and Ford, they like there's like this, it's like a time traveling machine, and they turned it on somehow, and Ford and Trillian ran through it because Arthur was scared to, and Arthur waited too long. And that kind of shows how Arthur didn't really fit the stereotype of being that stuff, or that tough, strong man. But that's basically all I have.